Can I steal you for a minute?
Steal you for a minute?
Can I steal you for a minute?
Welcome to Can I Steal You for a Minute, the reality dating recap podcast. My name is Indra Raj.
And I'm Mary Bianco.
And we're back. Sorry, we had to take a week off. It just happened that way. Life got in the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had Ethan's, it's not his grandpa per se, Ethan's a grandmother's longtime boyfriend passed away. He was 97 years old. His name was Al Leisman. He was the best. Wow. He was an absolute legend. He used to sleep in a Playboy t-shirt. Like, he just... he was an amazing person. We were in Florida last week, and he passed away while we were there. So, luckily, Eden was there to cheer up her great-grandma. Because they were together for, like, 25 years. So that's, you know, even though they weren't ever married, which I actually think is, like, really chic.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I'm 75.
Yeah.
What do we need this marriage thing for?
Your first husband dies and you get a live-in boyfriend? Like, that's so chic. So
who wears a
Playboy t-shirt?
That is absolutely legendary behavior. That's exactly how you describe that.
It was incredible. And he had like this iconic line that like the waiter would come around to the table and Ethan's grandma without fail would go, "Does anyone need anything else?" And he would go, "A kiss from you."
Oh. You know, there is a way when a man of that age can pull off the creepy jokes.
Oh yeah. And he's saying it to his girlfriend. He's just like letting everyone know at the table that like, this is my gal.
He's saying it to the girlfriend. Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, no, he's not saying it to...
that's so cute.
Yeah. And she'd be like, ugh.
I love it. Yeah. Just a reminder, let's not ever have a Golden Bachelor season again. Like, let's be done with it.
Unless they're like really, really old. Like I want almost like
you know what I want? I want it like the people in the nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
I want a reality TV about them. Like a TV show about them.
Basically where Ethan's grandma lived before she moved into assisted living was this place called Ballin Isles in West Palm Beach. And it was like a retirement community for very wealthy people. And like literally Al moved down there with his then wife and then she passed away. And it was like the ladies swarmed. It's like every widow is the Golden Bachelor in Ballin Isles. And like I think we need to to actually put cameras on it.
Yeah, let's just activate that. Like, why are we casting a whole other mansion? Like, let's just go to the retirement community.
Go to the retirement community. And you know what's crazy? Those people are fucking. Like,
oh no. Highest rates of STIs are amongst people of that age, which is wild.
Because they didn't get sex education to tell them that you need condoms for more than just preventing pregnancy. So they're like, well, we can't get pregnant.
They're like, probably like, I don't give a shit if I get gonorrhea.
I'm on antibiotics already for this rash I have.
Like, just can you think about the kind of abandon you would have at that point? It's just like, this is it. This is it.
You wouldn't even care about the big one, like herpes, because it's like the odds I'm going to have a flare up in my last couple of years. Like, you wouldn't even care.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah. No one would even notice, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like joking the other day, like Ethan was saying that like, you know, the doctor said to Al like 3 years ago, like, oh, your liver is failing. You really need to cut out the wine. And he's like, I'm 92 years old. Like, why would I extend my life by 6 months by cutting out the wine? And I was like, yeah, I feel like if my doctor is like at that age telling me to cut something out, it's like, I'm actually just going to do crack. Like, I'm going to try the stuff that like...
And then he lived to 97?
Yeah.
His liver was failing.
Yeah.
He lived 5 more years.
He's like, also, guess what? Like, my eyes are failing. I have this wound that won't heal. I just want to have a fucking glass of wine with dinner. Like, it is what it is.
Let me have my wine. Yeah. It's actually, you know, that's so interesting. It's like, I remember, because like that's such a big topic these days. It's like no amount of alcohol is good for you and it will like end your life. That's kind of what the messaging is.
Yeah.
And then I remember like the New York Times podcast, The Daily, this was probably like a year or so ago, actually did like a whole episode about this because clearly people were like a little enraged.
Yeah.
And the really interesting fact was like, over all these studies, people who had like limited their alcohol consumption or like didn't have any, the amount of like their life expectancy only increased by like, it was like less than a year or something. It was something like very, very low. And this was like for someone who lives like the average life expectancy. I want to say it was like 6 months. This is all me just like remembering things in my non-great memory right now, but yeah, but it was not very much. It was definitely lower than you would have thought. And it's like, you think about like, you know, Al having a glass of wine with his dinner, that probably like relaxes him. And like
it definitely has other benefits to it. Like, I think if you're not living your life where you're saying no, you're being super restrictive about anything, that cuts a lot of stress out. Like, I don't know, like I had a dirty gin martini and the place was like, we have blue cheese stuffed olives. Like, the joy that I got from that was definitely better for you than most things.
I love it. A dirty gin martini with blue cheese stuffed olives is a joyful thing.
It's a joyful thing. And I just was like, yeah, now I'm really living. Like, and I think that that's good for you.
Yes, totally. I mean, it's so interesting. And I think that's so true with like so many of these like life hack things that you see on social media now. And it's just like, it's so restrictive. And it's not just alcohol. It's like other ways of living, or like how much protein you're eating, or this, that, and the other. And it's like, have we all forgotten like how many of these fads and trends have come and gone over the years? And like, you know what? Like, I think people are generally pretty good at knowing what's good and bad for them. And like, I don't know. I just think it feeds this like toxic, overly controlling culture amongst like people of a certain ilk who it just like makes them worse than they already were.
It gives them like a high horse. It's also like all of these recommendations for the amount of protein to get. You guys are forgetting that you have to worry about your cholesterol. Like, stop eating cottage cheese and eggs with every single meal. You're going to get high cholesterol, which is also a problem. Like,
yes.
Or they'll
it's
like eat a stick
can't eat like a huge steak for breakfast every morning.
Yeah, like there's other stuff to worry about. Like, it's like we go so crazy so many ways. I have this like new thing that I've been thinking about a lot, is that like optimization is ruining our lives. Like, you don't have to be an
100%.
optimized person all the time. Anytime technology is optimized, it's more difficult to use and like worse. Like, Ethan and I are watching the Star Wars movies, just like doing a rewatch.
Like the old ones?
All of them. We're just going to do like a run through. And I am watching these movies from the 70s and I'm like, the optimal CGI looks worse than this. Like, us trying to make it like so cutting edge and stuff. It's like, what about just real creativity? Like, so I just am on this thing where I'm like, optimization ruins ritual and just makes everything worse. And like, you don't have to optimize everything. Like, your lights don't all have to be hooked up to your Alexa. You can just turn on a fucking light switch. Like, just like live your life.
It's so true. I think the one thing in my life that's like, I think I suffer from wanting to optimize things, and also have tried to like distance myself from that. And the thing that helped me the most with that was actually starting my job at KGNU, this community radio station, because it's live radio like so much of the time that there's mistakes being made live on the air like all the time.
Which is amazing.
And at first I was like so trained in this like perfect NPR public radio, even commercial radio, just like everything is exactly where it should be. It's all pre-recorded. It's all like perfect. And I was like, there's something really beautiful about things being a little rough around the edges and people being mistakes, because they actually are doing it for you. You know?
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And so, same goes for this podcast.
Yeah. Guys, we say like a lot, but we're not editing out our gap words. Because you know what happened when I tried to optimize our audio? It cut out us giggling. It garbled everything. So no more optimization.
No optimization. I apologize. I know I say like too much, and sorry. That's just how it is.
Listen, we came of age in the 2000s. Like is part of our vocabulary.
I know. I mean, isn't it still like for all generations?
Even my dad does it. He's 70.
Yeah. No one is free. No one is
free. I actively was trying not to say it there, and it was really hard.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely said it as I was talking about it, and I noticed it, and I'm not going to edit it out. So here we are.
I tried to give it up for Lent one year, and I would say stuff like, I feel as though, and that just sounds stupid, you know?
No.
So I'm back.
No. Sorry, I have to rant about this probably once every year on this podcast.
Well, Andrew went back and looked at our reviews, and there's one that talks about how we say like too much, and I think it reactivated something for her.
It definitely did.
And I don't know how you're certain.
If you want to go and like give us a good review that isn't about how much I say like, I would appreciate it.
I also don't know why you're assuming it's you. I also say like a ton.
Oh, I know it's me. It's a problem that I've known about myself for a long time, and I probably should give up podcasting because I can't get rid of it. But
fuck no.
But then I wouldn't be able to talk about Temptation Island season 2.
Oh man,
episodes 1 through 6 with you, Mary.
Exactly. And we wouldn't finally be able to talk about Bachelor Home Makeover, the finale.
Oh my gosh, Yeah, before we got on here, Mary was like, "Oh, we should probably talk about that too." And I'm like, that is such a distant memory to me now, but we do have to finish it.
It was such a joyful one too.
It was, and it's so weird just knowing that whole season got scrapped. But here we are. Okay, Temptation Island, season 2. We are through episode 6. We were going to do the first 3 episodes last week, but then we couldn't. So now we're just going to go ahead and do 2/3 of the season. What are your first reactions?
You're so dumb. Like they really, and I think more than ever, some of the couples are faking it.
Okay, this is the perspective I needed because I have not been looking at any commentary about this.
Scarlett and Cole never say what actually is wrong. Like they just say there was a breach of trust, but she does trust me so much, but I can't trust him. He's such a good guy. He's not. I don't think that they are a real couple. I think that they are doing this to be on the show.
Really?
I feel the same about like Mikey and Sydney. She hates him. She should have just broken up with him. I don't think that they're real. I think that they came on this show, at least one of them, knowing that they were going to be broken up, and they're not real couples. I'm like,
wow.
That's what I think.
Oh my God. Okay, that is like the wildest take. I'm processing this right now. Okay, well, let's start with Cole and Scarlett because it's true. It's like, what the fuck is going on with this couple?
There are no details ever. Even Mark is like, can you give us an example of when he broke your trust? And she doesn't have examples. They're
She's
just
like,
saying
there was one instance where they sort of described something. One of them did where he like went to a beach party and didn't tell her that there was going to be girls there or something. And I don't know. Something about their situation does feel believable to me, only because I think that Scarlett thinks she's a lot more interesting and deep than she is.
I know.
And my favorite part was when she kind of, in this last bonfire in episode 6, you know, after their whole relationship is like, oh, Cole doesn't pay attention to me, or like, it wasn't that. He lies to me all the time, white lies, and he's boring. Those are her like issues with him. And then he has basically no issues with her. He's like obsessed with her, but feels like she's too harsh on him or whatever. And then in this bonfire, this is after they've seen their video messages to each other, or maybe it was right before that. And she's like, he's not being introspective. He's just being like boring, and like he just doesn't give me anything back. And I'm just gonna say, like, I agree. Cole is one of the most boring people I've ever seen on TV.
He's extremely boring. Yeah.
But it's like, I loved it when Mark was like, well, what about you?
Yeah.
Are you adding anything to this relationship, or is it all on Cole? And she like didn't know what to say.
Yeah, Mark has really come for everybody this season, where he's just like, no, he's always calling them. He's like, well, but we're not, that's not really what you think. He's like, you're not really evaluating what you think. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're just being vague. You know, when she said, you know, the biggest thing to me is like energy. And Cole was like, what's energy? And the guy was like, yeah, energy's everything to me. Energy is literally everything in the world. Nothing exists without energy. So
I know. And the fact that, what's his name? Braden or... No, that's the other guy.
I don't know any of the temptress or tempters' names.
Yeah, I can't remember this guy's name, but whoever is trying to tempt her. Bradley. I think it's Bradley.
Bradley.
This guy is so just boring. Oh my gosh. He has nothing to offer. And she's like, oh, I just had the best conversations with him. We just get each other. And I'm just like, Scarlett. When I look at Scarlett and Cole, I listen to your theory. That's where it really clicks for me. I'm like, these two just wanted to get famous.
Yeah.
But I do think that they have a real relationship behind it all. And I do hope that they break up.
I think with me, with the exception of Cheyenne and Jack, who started dating when they were 18 years old, the relationships are so short for this. Like it's
true.
It's multiple breakups in a year. It's violations of trust in a year. And I don't care. I don't care about that. Like, if you are under a year, break up. I
know. It's like Mikey and Sydney. Mm-hmm. They've been together for 1 year.
1 year, and her trust issues are from when they were friends, before they started dating. So why did you
known each other since college, right?
They've known each other for like, I think 5 or 6 years, but they only started dating a year ago.
Oh my God.
So then don't date each other.
No.
And I feel
like, Sydney, you're not telling me that you needed this show to realize that Mikey wasn't the one for you. Mikey comes into this thing.
Like, first of all, a grown man going by Mikey. That's where our first thing is.
Literally flirting with all the women off the jump, like completely just not even hiding the fact that he's a player. He's just like, this is who I am. He's proud of the fact. The amount of times he says, I was a hoe in college is too many times. He's too proud of that fact.
He said it so many times, I actually don't believe him anymore.
No, I don't believe it either.
I get the feeling that he is friends with a lot of girls. I don't think that he has actually closed with that many girls.
No, I think what we're seeing on the island right now is probably how it goes in real life, where he has the 3 amigos who are all women.
To talk about the 3 amigos, because this was the funniest editing this show has ever done. Like, even Ethan laughed, and he barely was in the show, when they come back together, they've met everybody, and Mikey goes, shout out to the 3 amigos. And Sydney goes, yeah, they're all beautiful women, like top tier. And in her confessional, she goes, I hate the 3 amigos. We've just for the past week and a half just been going around saying, oh, I hate the 3 amigos.
And like, it's just, this was literally one night after they've separated. He's like made this intense connection with 3 women.
3.
And like, none of them are interested in him. Now we're 2 weeks into this thing. None of them are actually interested in him. And like, here we have Sydney, who has met. Okay, so I want to talk about Xavier, because let me tell you, he's so great. Like, I don't know if I want him and Sydney to last.
I agree. I don't know. I don't like her that much. I don't like any of them that much. I'll say that. But there's something about, and listen, Mikey's no prince.
No.
But there is something about, and maybe he's weaponizing his tears, and he probably is a bit of a player, and he masks with humor, which Mark called him out on.
Yes.
There is something sad about how quickly she disregarded him. Like, even as they were saying goodbye, she's like, yeah, I'll miss you. I'll miss you. The other couples are like crying and kissing.
Yeah.
And I think there is part of him that just doesn't feel loved by her at all. And I think that she should have just broken up with him before. Like, this feels mean.
Yeah, it's sort of like the only reason that it may not feel mean is because Mikey was masking his like, insecurity with so much I'm a hoe behavior and talk. It's just like, well, be who you really are. And Mark is holding him to task on that. He's like, don't sit here and pretend like you're not upset about seeing Sydney call this new guy her boyfriend, or like that she's dating someone new.
Wild thing to say.
It was like, this is literally after one date, I think. It was pretty crazy. I mean, it's all the pieces are there. She knew coming into this show that she was going to be finding someone else.
Yeah.
And she found him. And I'm not spoiled, so I don't know. I do think that they will leave together. And I just feel like Xavier could be really great on another reality TV show.
If they are not together, this won't be the last we've seen of him. Like, Yemen was on the show. India's from Fuckboy Island. Like, they're recycling people through these like weird dating shows that I feel like we will probably see him. He'll probably go to Love Island. If they're not together, he'll probably go to Love Island.
He would be such a get for Love Island because he's actually a genuine person who can have a real conversation. He's really good looking. I don't know, he's like a sensitive soul. The way he is with her, and like I don't think Sydney is his person ultimately, but just how patient he is with her and the way he really listens to her and like makes her feel exactly the way she needs to. It's just so emotionally intelligent, and I love it when we get people like that, especially on Love Island, because you drop in with them every night for so long. It's like eventually you don't want the like dramatic hudas and people who are just like they're crying like Kaylor or something. You want like real people who can forge real relationships, and I think he can absolutely do that.
Yeah, you need like a couple people that can hold the emotional center of those shows, and I think that he could do that really well if he's an OG cast member. Like, I don't even cringe when he's playing the guitar for her. That's how. Yeah, because usually I think that's so gross, but
I almost brought that up on the group text that we have going with Deanna. Because Deanna, who, for those of you who know, you know who Deanna is. I'm not going to take the time to explain it, but she is watching Summer House for the first time to catch up with all the drama, and she texts us while she's watching.
She's so unspoiled about what happened. She doesn't know that Carl and Lindsay were engaged at one point.
I know. She was like, I'm not spoiled. And I was like, oh, wait, I can't talk to you about anything.
No, because she like knows about Wes and Amanda, obviously, because that's what got her into watching the show. But she doesn't know that Carl, she's like, oh my God, Carl and Lindsay just broke up. Glad that's over. It's like, well,
dude, like
that's the
first
breakup.
Have no idea.
Yeah.
But she's in the seasons with Luke where he's just has his guitar at the house and he's just playing really bad music and singing all the time. Ultimate cringe.
Yeah, ultimate.
And somehow Xavier like is so cute when he plays guitar, and it's not weird and cringe. And he's maybe the only person I've ever seen on one of these shows that's able to do that.
I agree.
He's a winner. Sydney and Mikey, if they somehow come back together, I will scream. Like, I just don't.
Someone commented a spoiler on our Instagram, so like don't look. Yeah.
I won't look. I've been actually avoiding it because I was worried about that. Mary is posting memes, so check them out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, there's not much more to say about them.
No.
Let's talk about Summit and Kaylee. Like, I think they're gonna get back together, which is so unfortunate.
I do too. To me, the stuff that they're talking about is a deal breaker, and I think that it goes both ways.
Yeah.
He is probably hypercritical of her appearance. There are some girlfriends who don't have any friends besides their boyfriend.
Yep.
And who don't want their boyfriend to do anything and will cry as soon as their boyfriend wants to leave the house. And that's the sense that I got from the story she was telling, that, and I was crying and he just left. By itself, that sucks. I don't think that Summit is that stupid that he would just leave because when she's crying. I feel like there's an element of like, I have no one, and I'm, he has all these friends and I'm by myself. Like, she seems deeply boring and like I just like a bad time. And I feel like I'm being really critical of the women, but I'm being critical of everybody. But I just like, she's so boring.
No, to be clear, the main cast members, all of them suck.
They suck.
Xavier's the best, and he's a tempter. Yeah, and you see that with Kaylee, like even amongst the women, she's very stone-faced and like less emotive with the other women than like there's not as much camaraderie with her and the other women. And
I agree.
That sort of, matches up with what you're saying. And yeah, I mean, the other thing is like they're totally wrapped up in their own shit in the relationship. Like neither of them has been able to see what the other person needs. Like Summit is sort of teasing at the end of episode 6 after he sees a video message that, oh, I really do need to work on like me and figure this out. And he'll probably do some fake version of that and they'll get back together. But like, this is not a winning couple. I can't even really picture them together. Their energies are so different.
So different and just like, so they're both like empty. Like I feel like there's just like, they're like missing any kind of spark. I don't know. I am having trouble with both of them. I keep forgetting about them.
I know. And it's true. Like all these couples are kind of empty and boring.
They're like, to use Deanna's phrase, like there's a dimness. Like they're very, they're dim. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, with the success of the first season, I imagine they had like quite a few people apply for the show.
You would think so.
So it's kind of mind-boggling to me that these are the people they ended up with, not only because they're like dim, as we're saying, but also because, like you said earlier, most of them have just not been together for long enough for me to care about their relationship.
Exactly. Like, I'm like, I don't care if this works out because there's no stakes. I also think that there's an element of like, you actually don't care about your partner if you're willing to go to this place. Like, if you're willing to go there, you like don't like your partner. So if we were to get like any really interesting couples, it's kind of like, well, why did they risk this anyway?
Right. I'm trying to remember from season 1, did anyone actually end up together like is anyone still together?
Yeah, that couple that got engaged is still engaged.
Oh my! I literally cannot even recall who they are. I'd have to see a picture.
I think the guy's name is Lino.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. So they're still together.
Yeah, and like, which is crazy because he tried to hook up with people, but no one wanted him.
Yes, I remember that one woman who he was really going for, and she was like not into it.
Yeah,
that's an interesting thing that we're seeing this season too. Is like, the tempters aren't always into these people.
But for some reason, so many of them are into Jack. I can't.
I am just, I don't know what the right word is to describe how I feel when I watch Jack move. And also Cheyenne. Like, they are maybe the most toxic couple I've ever seen on this show.
They're so young, but because they've been together so long, they think that adds like a level of like maturity and weight to it. And like, listen, I met my husband when I was 22, but like, if we were 23 and we're 5 years in, that's not the same as someone's 29 and they're 2 years in. It just isn't the same.
No.
And so like, if he has hooked up with other people, and he says that he hooked up with other people because you kissed someone while you were super drunk. So he decided to, in his own words, go all the way.
Yes.
And he's now, I think, had sex with 2 people.
Do you think he had sex with both of those girls?
I think he at least finger banged the second girl.
Just I mean, that was wild. Like, Jack getting really close with Carter, this one girl, and kind of going for it with her, one thing. When he gets super drunk and then starts going after this other girl, I was like, okay, this is how we know this man has cheated on Cheyenne multiple times. There's
Yeah.
no way it was just once. He's a club promoter, or that's like what he wants to do. He's like in the club every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely like, this is not a new thing for him. He was so comfortable asking Jasenia to go into that tent with him after he had fully, like, probably fucked another girl. It's insane.
No, he does this often. He's gotten caught once, but he definitely does this all the time. Like, and I just cannot, like, I don't get what people see in them. This is how, and go to our memes.
His hair.
This is how he got a beautiful woman to go to bed with him. For reference, his hair is broccolied up like the kids do now.
Yes.
His hat is barely on his head, and it's fully sideways, and he's wasted. His eyes are glassy. He's slurring his words, and she goes with him. Like,
He's also, like, I don't want to hate on short men, but, like, I guess I'm gonna hate on short men. I feel like is he shorter than Cheyenne?
I don't know. He's just tiny, and maybe I'm old. You know, like I made that meme about how, you know, Carter said she graduated in 2021 from high school.
Yes.
And someone not thinking critically commented, "I graduated high school in 2021." Okay.
Yeah. Like, you're also too young to be on this show.
Okay. I still feel
like,
old.
Carter, you're too young to have that much shit in your face. Like, what is going on?
She commented on the post "That was me who graduated in 2021" and reposted, and then commented on the next one that she was post "This is too good." So she's, you know, trying to make the
She actually, like, hate is not the right word. I'm not like, I don't think Carter's like, the way she reacted to Jack, like, hooking up with Jasenia, I thought was actually very mature of her.
It was, like, weirdly evolved. I was like, oh, I don't think I was this chill about sex when I was 21.
No. Well, my read on that was, like, she wasn't that into Jack anyway.
She wanted, and this is what I appreciate about the Temptation Girls, and it's how I feel about Casa Amor also. You have a job.
Yes.
And the better you are at your job, the more screen time you get. And this is where we teeter on sex work a little bit, which, like, sex work is work, but, like, this is where we do kind of, like, hit that gray area a little bit, where, like, in
that
exchange,
is wild. I have never thought of it that way, but it's so true.
Well, it's like, to get screen time.
Oh my God. On this show especially, like, you need to be going to bed with shades down type of behavior,
making
to get more
audible
screen time.
Kissing and moaning noises when you don't think your microphone's on to get more screen time.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was just wild. And then meanwhile, Cheyenne goes into full, like, crazy crying, I'm so upset, my world is ending, coupled with the most crazy, like, revenge, I'm gonna get you back hookup with this guy. Is his name Brayden? What the fuck is his name?
I have no idea.
This guy that she's having sex, like, literally having sex with, not even in the tent, in her bed, where she fully knows there's night cameras and mics.
Yep. Yep.
Like, I was like, wow. And the wildest thing to me about that is that Cheyenne would take Jack back in 1 minute.
But he wouldn't take her back.
No. And I think that this is what's going to happen, is, like, she's going to try and work it out with him.
Oh, I really hope not.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I could see some very toxic situation where they actually get back together because they both fucked up so badly in this journey.
Yeah.
But it's not going anywhere good. Like, if you don't break up now, you're going to break up soon enough. There's like no way this is going to work.
This is like the couple that, like, gets married at 20 and then posts, like, after a week, like, marriage is the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, we've been tempted, but we we have made it. We've withstood every trial. It's like, it's been a week.
And you're 20 years old.
And you're 20 years old. And I get that everything feels like forever. Like, I think if,
sure,
you're that age.
I think it's great to commit to people. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing to do.
But actually commit.
Yeah, like, don't go around pretending. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like when you're that age, you don't have the self-awareness to know that you're being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you really are so sure of yourself in a way that, you get a bit older and you're like, oh, I didn't know anything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, Taylor Swift, I know you're not a fan, has a great line that's like, how does a person know everything at 18 and nothing at 22? It's like the older you get, you're like,
yes.
I don't know anything. And I think that I hope that Cheyenne is watching this back and is like, I cannot believe that that's how I acted.
I know. It is also really interesting to me because all the people on this show are very like plastic surgery, Botoxed up.
Yeah.
When their ages and the way they look does not line up. Like,
it's always a jump scare.
Not. Yeah, it's like, oh, if you just showed me these people, I fully would have expected them all to be like in their mid-30s.
Yeah.
Or later.
Yeah.
Except for Jack.
Except for Jack, I was like, oh, he's 12?
Yeah.
Disturbing.
I love that Deanna's texting us about the Southern Charm people being on Summer House and just calling them all losers.
God, it's like all these Bravo men, same fucking shit.
It's like she's here with us. It's
true. Like she's here.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, is there more to say about this? I think we're just waiting to see how it all ends up now.
Yeah, I think, and unfortunately, Nick Viall is hosting the reunion.
You know what's okay? I don't know why I still have not unsubscribed to his podcast. Like, I'm gonna do that immediately. But he changed his art for the podcast, and it's now him and Natalie on the cover. Like, it's fully a them podcast now.
I don't think that's going to put more butts in seats. They must have gotten into a fight and she made him do it. Like, I don't think that that's a good marketing move.
I think Nick is totally... I think his biggest weakness is that when he commits to a woman, he'll do anything for them, even if it's, like, really not good for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Natalie has him wrapped around her little finger.
Oh, it is she looks so young
and
in
it's
this
such
picture.
a bad picture. It's such a like bad podcast image.
I don't get it at all. She looks so much younger than him in this picture.
It's so creepy. It's so creepy.
Aye.
Anyway, yeah, when he gets the reunion, which I guess is just a podcast with all of them on it. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
So I'll probably read the Cliff's Notes after finishing the season. But next week we'll cover the rest of the season, plus the reunion, NET that we find out.
Mm-hmm.
What a ridiculous show, but also like Mark Wahlberg, true gem. Am I remembering correctly that he actually did go to school for social work in the end, or like he got his master's in therapy?
I think he did some counseling classes, and so
yeah.
I mean, he's so smart because he just doesn't let people off the hook, but he's not mean. Like, he's never, there are other hosts that when they hear what Jack did, they'd be like, you're a piece of shit. But he's like, let's get down to why you did that and what is missing for you. Oh my God, he just posted a picture of him as a kid, Mark Wahlberg, trying to make this guy proud of who he grew up to be.
The thing with Mark is he's just extremely emotionally intelligent. He knows how to be with people where they're at in such a caring way. Like, I would trust Mark with my deepest and darkest secrets. I really would.
Yeah, he's such a girl dad.
Yeah.
His daughters are doing a campaign to get him on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my God. Okay.
How great would that be?
Maura Higgins, Sierra Miller.
I
will be watching.
To go so bad. I need to go.
If they don't announce Rob soon, I'm going to freak out. Like, Rob has to be on it.
I think he will. I think he will be.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see Rob dance. I really can't.
I don't know if you'll be able to handle it.
I don't think I will.
I think you'll combust. Oh, I forgot. I have
Okay.
notes from watching Vanderpump Villa.
Okay, give us the notes.
So, the ladies of Love Overboard went to Vanderpump Villa. I don't have a ton to say because it was just one episode. Poor Bella hits on one of the guys that works at Vanderpump Villa who's dating somebody, so she gets rejected again.
Bella is so out of it. I love it.
Gia referred to herself as emotionally unavailable and figuring it out.
Okay.
So her and Tim, I don't know what was going on at that time. I think it got cut because they mostly removed Dakota from the Vanderpump Villa episode, but Lexi and Dakota were flirting at some point, and someone DM'd us that they hooked up while they were there, and they would have played this whole thing out if they weren't cutting Dakota as they should. So this is a shout out to Anna Rask. She sent us a message about Reality Receipts with story time with Ricky and Reality Ashley that Lexi and Dakota did hook up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I already can't remember his name. The guy that she was with on Love Overboard.
James or something.
James, yeah. I can just see him like crying.
Oh, just like sobbing.
Beside himself. He's like,
because I don't know what Dakota has.
Girl I've ever met.
And she was with me.
Oh my God, that's really funny. Okay, love it. Love the crossovers are everywhere now. Truly,
yeah.
Like, it's such a big reality TV universe. It's like it's kind of out of control.
Yeah.
And still, the biggest news of the day continues to be the Summer House drama, which they filmed the reunion. One of the crew people recorded some audio illegally that got leaked, but everyone thinks it was actually just production, like actually intentionally leaking the audio, which I sort of believe.
Someone had a theory that because they're doing the Ozark spinoff with West, that perhaps West and Amanda were going to get a kinder edit, and someone on the crew was like, fuck that, and released this clip of them being like awful.
Yeah. I didn't actually listen to it. I just like watched an audiogram of it because I was somewhere where I couldn't listen to it and never went back. But it's specifically the part where like Amanda and Sierra are getting into it. And is West saying anything?
No. And Mia, one of the new cast members who's had an amazing season, said to Amanda at one point, like, what are you doing? You went from being someone's wife to West's side chick. And West never stood up to say, no, she's not my side chick. No, I'm serious about her. No, He just let that comment hang. And the grossest part of the video for me was Sierra during this season was talking very openly about like how much flack she's received for dating white guys. And she said, you know, and the hard part about that is that you can't help who you like. It just is your attraction. Amanda threw that back at her and said, well, it's like what you said. You like who you like. And it's like Sierra was talking in the context of race. That she can't help the fact that she is attracted to these guys who happen to be white. And you instead decide to use her words against her as a cover for why you fucked her ex.
It's just kind of amazing. Like, I, for one, am not surprised that West is a total piece of shit. And the other thing we're hearing is, like, people running into them at bars and all this stuff because they're out all the time. They're like, West is a total asshole. Like, he's rude. He's mean to everyone. Like, he's totally not taking any of this seriously. And, like, Amanda is just, like, she's cold-hearted. She is cold-hearted. And I mean, what I gleaned from the audio and the stuff I've read is like it's just clear she has no remorse, like none.
No, like even people were like, at least Raquel and Tom pretended to be sorry. Like they at least had the audacity to, not the audacity, the opposite. They had the wherewithal to show up to the reunion and know that they deserve to get flack and know that they should at least look sad and come ready to say sorry. And these two are just like not.
No, it's so, I don't know. The whole friendship aspect between Amanda and Sierra, I think, is really the most shocking part of it. Yeah. Because I don't know. Like, it's too much. Like, if Sierra is really your friend, you know she's like unhinged, obsessed with West.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it's a real thing about your friend, and you're out here telling her that like, I see you and I'm here for you. Like, I did watch last week's episode, and it's just like, it's so, oh my God, Amanda, like, stop it.
I know.
Ugh.
Someone on TikTok, I think it's like the Good Noticings podcast, had a theory that was like, the hardest part watching this is like Sierra kept asking for this apology from West because she was in love with him and she wanted to be in the clear to get back together with him.
Yes.
And I think she thought that that's where this is going. And Amanda was privy to that whole thing. And so people being like, they only dated for a couple months, whatever. He took her to a wedding. She met his family. She was very open about how she doesn't open up easily to people. She could not have been more clear about that.
Yes.
That was a serious relationship. It doesn't matter how long it lasted. Like, and
No.
And it also, if they fucked once, don't fuck somebody that your friend was ever interested in. Just drop it.
Yeah. I think that, like, it was very difficult to watch that final conversation between Sierra and Wes.
Oh, God, I know.
Sierra is in so much pain over this man.
Oh, I know.
And I'm just like, it does sound like they have, like, an intimate connection, and she talks to him about things she doesn't talk about with other people, and, like, she's saying, like, oh, it's like a friendship that I want back, but, like, what it really is like she's fully in love with him.
Yeah,
she's
she
not
loves
over it, and she wants to have a romantic relationship with him, and it's very clear. Like, this is what's going on, and West knows it too, and he's pretending like, oh yeah, we can be best friends, and I can like hug you when you're crying, and I can tell you like, oh, I wanted to be the one that talked to you, but like, he was being kind of inappropriate in that conversation.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, he was leading her on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And apparently continued to until shortly before this whole thing with Amanda got like leaked. So it's insane. Like, he is a shitty human being.
Yeah.
Did I see that he said he's not coming back to the show?
I hope.
I feel like, honestly, people are making these like fake statements now.
I know.
Do you see that?
People are like, and I know I'm being very parasocial about this. Like, I know that it should not be taking up this much mental capacity. Like, I went back to work this week after maternity leave, and like, all I want to talk about is Summer House. Like, I know that that's weird. Okay.
Yes.
But people are being so weird about it. It's like, they are making up facts. Like, people will just come on and be like, Wes leaked the video, I know it. It's like, where?
Yeah, I don't, it is kind of wild, like, because, you and I have been in this pseudo space now for a while doing our podcast and being on, like, memeing and having an account that's related to all this stuff. But I feel like we're like, we don't have enough time to like really drop into that space and be like posting all the time the way some of these creators are. And it's like, you can almost see the way they're like, we've been fed by this drama that like is giving us endless content, and we can just continue to churn out theories, and it will get us views, and it will like increase our engagement and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, whoa, there's this crazy side to that side of social media now that is like even more rabid, I think, than it was during Scandal.
Yeah, I think people need to get a life, and then also just like it is scary. Like I would be scared if I was them, and I wouldn't even mind if they came to the reunion and they talked about how scary it's been. Obviously now they can't because they have shown no remorse, but
right.
They're not your friends. Sierra's not your friend.
No.
I feel so bad for her, we have to protect her thing is like probably like,
no.
Sierra's so embarrassed, and you guys are not helping. Like, and
right.
And why would she need your help anyway? Like, she's fine. Like,
right.
Like I'm sure she's heartbroken.
But you're not the person.
You're not the person to get her through it. Like,
no, like the reality is like take all this stuff away, like Sierra is a woman living in a world where men fucking suck. She lives in New York City, where like the best thing she can find is West, unfortunately. And he's broken her heart over and over again. And unfortunately, this is a very real thing that happens to people every single day.
Yeah.
And, you know, it is like, there is a need to like step back a little and be like, of course I feel bad for Sierra and this is so shitty. And of course I'm on here wanting to talk about it. So this is me just fully putting my foot in my mouth.
No, same.
But there are levels of engagement, I think, with that. And it's like, it's fun to gossip about and like see the tidbits and whatever. But it is like, the part that freaks me out is when people are just literally creating lies related to this scandal so that they can get more engagement. It's just like it's just one other way that we can be like, what is real? I have no idea.
I don't have any interactions in my real life, so let me make a rumor that Sierra is going to a mental health facility. It's like,
oh my god, seriously?
Why does that? And it's like, no, she's not. She's
like,
working her ass
why?
off. I don't know.
That's
like
insane.
why do you want that for her? Like, why in your weird imagination of how things are going to go, why do you want that for her?
That's when it stops being fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
You ruined it for all of us by being weird.
ruined it. Yeah, like please stop. Yeah, it's not just that though. It's like the amount of like crazy AI generated like posters and fake things like oh, this couple spotted together at Coachella. It's like, no, they weren't. Like, what are we like? This is insane. Like, and
So bizarre.
What world are we living in? I know we talk about this like every time, but it really is wild.
It's very scary.
Okay, so that's it. We'll talk about
briefly. I just want to say congratulations to Noah.
Sorry, Bachelor Mansion Takeover. We need to discuss the end.
Congratulations to Noah Erb.
Yes.
I wasn't his biggest fan, but I did see that his mom passed away. And he, during the season, talks about how he gets the news that she's gotten very ill. And he wins the money, and Abigail is there, and they're crying, and they're hugging, and she's so proud of him. I cried. I thought that was such a nice moment.
It was.
And they're a real couple. Like, to see them on this other show that's not about dating and see how supportive they are of each other is such, like, they're a real couple.
They're a real couple. I still have some questions. I'm such an asshole.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I mean, the show made no sense. Like Noah did not deserve to win in a design sense.
No, I still have questions about Noah and Abigail.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I think they're committed to each other. Like, I think they're going to be together forever.
Yeah.
Do I think that, like, I've never locked into that relationship. And it's interesting that you say it like that because I was getting, like, emotional about the story he was telling and Abigail being there. And then when I saw them actually, like, interact a little bit on the show, I was like, she still seems so uncomfortable around him. Do you know what I mean?
I can't tell. I couldn't tell. I read it like a little differently. I think she was uncomfortable being back on camera.
She was nervous. Yeah.
And I think because she wears cochlear implants and those sets are like very loud and chaotic, I kind of saw him like making sure that he was directly looking at her so that she could like read his lips, and like he was kind of guiding her through the set as opposed to like just letting her wander around by herself. So I kind of saw like a lot of care that he had for her during that.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm an asshole.
No, you're not. No, I could also see it where it's like, I'm kind of like, I don't like this guy.
That makes sense. And maybe that, you know, it's like their time on Paradise was so long ago, but it always felt like so bizarre to me. And there was weird stuff that happened between them on that season, to be fair.
Very weird, yeah. Like when they ended up together, it was kind of like, oh, what happened in between that you guys like
Noah
made it up to each other.
Broke up with her.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like that was the season where they made them get engaged or leave.
Yes. Oh,
and
God.
it was like,
and there was that awful prom.
Oh my God, that prom. Everyone's in the 80s outfits and they're like,
They're like breaking up and crying and
yeah,
losing their shit. It was kind of epic, actually. That actually, come to think of it, so a new season of The Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise have both been renewed on ABC.
But not till 2027, right?
Right. So
we
they're
have a
taking their
whole
time.
year.
I still see, and this is again, like, is this fake news or what? But like, I keep hearing that they may still air Taylor Frankie Paul's season. At this point, I don't understand why they would. We all know what happens, but
I think contractually they might have to. I think it's like this whole thing of these guys relied on a potential opportunity and it got taken away from them. So as opposed to dealing with a lawsuit, they're
just going to air it.
Maybe, yeah, just burn it. Like dump it all at 3 a.m., don't advertise it, and then take it down as soon as you're allowed.
Right. So anyway, but I mean, I'm like, who are they going to get as the Bachelor?
Like, who the fuck? I hope they're starting fresh.
Xavier.
That would be great.
Xavier would be an incredible Bachelor.
That would be great.
But like, Bachelor in Paradise was just so fucking weird last time.
Yeah.
That I just like, I'm like, will they go to that format? Will they go back to the original format? Like, what will it be?
I have no idea.
That was the other thing that I sent you. I couldn't believe my eyes. I saw this post from Jeremy and Bailey. They're still together. Like, I can't believe that.
They're still together, and she is in the news because she's beefing with Nick Viall. So, unfortunately, I have to stan her.
Oh, yes. She said that he was like, he's terrible to women. And
He's
that she had
women.
a terrible time.
He was like a huge asshole to her. I guess he had Rachel Recchia and her on the show the same day. And his opening line, which he cut from the podcast, was, now I'm joined by two women who know what it's like to come in second to Susie Evans. And it's like, there's sketchy shit that happened between Jeremy and Bailey. Like, if I was her, would I have forgiven him? Probably not. But that's her current boyfriend. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so mean.
Yeah. And he cut it from the show.
Of course. Probably someone was like, that's too mean.
So I was like, that actually crossed the line. That not snarky funny, snarky mean.
Okay. Well, is there any other like gossip to catch up on? I don't think so.
No, I think that's it.
I mean, there probably is. There always is. But we will finish Temptation Island next week. And then, I mean, really, summer is around the corner. So,
yeah, it's coming so soon.
We'll see if there's any like good content to carry us through until Love Island USA begins early June.
It'll be here before we know it. I can't wait. I'm ready to be heard again.
Yes. Okay. That's it then.
That's it.
Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week. And follow us on Instagram. There's
Please
memes.
do. There's memes.
All right. Love you all. Good night.
Cheers, lovebirds.
Cheers, lovebirds.
Thanks for listening to Can I Steal You for a Minute? Subscribe wherever you listen